morning, everyone.
Good morning!
My name is Priya. I'm the new CD at Ali's office. So this speech is going to be a lot about a lot of you here and very less about me, because it's because of a lot of you that I'm here today. So it all began 5 years back. I left home when I was 16 years old, and ever since I've lived alone. I did my bachelor's in visual communication and electronic media from India. Then I went on to do my mass communication in Singapore. And I came back to India and I was working with a digital marketing startup for 6 months. And one fine day my dad came up to me and he said, "Are you doing what you like?" I said, "Yeah, I'm doing what I love and I love what I do." But he said, "What was your goal? Didn't you ever always want to go to the US and do your master's?" I said, "Yeah, but I always have, I've already have a degree from Singapore. So Singapore is abroad too, right?" So I'm like, I kind of justified whatever I was doing. And he said, the moment anything that stops you from achieving your dream, that's the first step to failure. Because fear kills dreams more than failure ever does. So as soon as he told me, I gathered my momentum. And I applied for my master's in the US. I applied only to 2 places thinking if I don't get in both these places, I can tell my dad, "Oh yeah, I think USA is too fancy for me, I'm just going to stay in India." I thought I'd get away with that, but then I got admitted in both the universities. And now I'm here. It's been a roller coaster ride for me, and I came here last September. I've been a very bold, young, independent person because I have no relatives or family members here. My mom and dad, they believe so much in me and they've given me freedom with responsibility. And that's why I'm here, because it takes a lot of courage and determination to stand on your own legs. And I think I feel really proud of myself every minute. I've faced a lot of challenges myself. I've taken control of my life and made a lot of important decisions which usually a 20-year-old girl doesn't make without her parents' consent. And life has made me realize a lot of things in retrospect. I realized a lot of things after I moved to the US. One is there are no shortcuts to success. And 2, you don't have to learn everything the hard way. And 3 is that when you always don't end up making the right decision, you can work towards making your decision right. And I was very indecisive. I didn't know if I made the right choice after coming here, because there have been so many times when I traveled the metro train and the path station all by myself, and I used to cry and I felt that I had no one for me. But here I am. I'm so lucky to have found a young, small family in Ascension. There have been, I always knew that in spite of me being sad and organized a lot of times, there was a greater purpose in life, and I bore it all. So 10 days ago, I was someone who was lost in the crowds, standing somewhere there. I did nothing during the first week. I was below negative, and I felt so, I thought probably this wasn't meant for me, but I was being very patient, because patient is not the ability to wait, but how you act when you wait. But I didn't act the right way. I threw tantrums, I complained to Miguel, and I thought nothing was going right. But then Andy, Chrissy, Miguel, Shannon, they all told me attitude changes your perspective towards life. And I took that very close to my heart. So today I'm here. I knew that if I had to make a difference in this world, I had to be different from the world. And one thing Shannon, Miguel and Andy commonly told me was, "Priya, you have to start becoming more expressive. You keep too much things to yourself. You're not being expressive, you're not telling what you want, you're not enjoying what you do." And I realized because of that I wasn't doing well in my first week. So I started not focusing on the results, but on the details and having fun, because Chrissy told me amateurs focus on the results while professionals focus on details, and I took that really seriously, and looks like it worked for me.
Looks like it.
This week I kicked some solid ass, and And I was constantly striving to make my today better than yesterday and my tomorrow better than today. And I'd be really wrong if I give all the credit to myself, because it's been a collective spirit and energy from my team that has fueled the entire thing and has ignited the right spark at the right time. So if not for that, I wouldn't be standing here in front of all of you. So I took it slow and steady, and I'm here competing in the race. So there are no regrets, and I really am not contemplating what I'm doing right now. And I think after joining here, there's been a more clearer sense of direction and purpose in my life, and I really look forward to that. Like I said, the three things that worked for me, I think enthusiasm and self-esteem were really low during the initial first 2 weeks of me being here. But just like we have our RRR and FFF principles, I clinged on to my PPP principle, which is patience, persistence, and being positive. So I think all these three really went hand in hand for me, and my attitude and perspective completely changed. And I realized that if my loved ones are not there around me, then probably I should start loving the ones who are around me. Quickly, the three things that worked for me. The first is the AIR principle. I started realizing that I was not going out to the field to do what I want, but to do something what they wanted. And I started acknowledging other people's emotions, really cared for them, took a genuine effort to be there to help them, and that helped. Second, like I said, is the C principle. I never used to smile when I come here. I used to have this grim face, but now I think I started smiling a lot. And I realized that radiating happiness reflects it back on me. And I was being very result oriented, but now I'm really passionate and having fun with what I'm doing. And the final thing is pitch pace attitude. Like I said, attitude makes all the difference, and Andy keeps saying, he told me that day during team night, make mistakes, Priya, you're going to learn only from your mistakes, and a mistake becomes a mistake only when you fail to capture the growth from it. And with every mistake I'm learning, and I'm moving inch by inch towards the ladder of success. And I feel really bad, that I didn't realize this much earlier. And I mean, in hindsight, if I hadn't had that challenging week during my first week, I don't think I would have made it here. And because what doesn't challenge you doesn't change you. And if I hadn't changed from that challenge, I don't think I would have been standing here right now. My short-term goals is, of course, global domination.
Yes.
I want to focus on one specialty area at a time and make sure I master that. And constantly work towards being better than the best, because that's our team motto. And my midterm goal is to make sure I achieve my short-term goals, and I want to complete my graduation. I want my parents and family to come here. I want to sponsor the entire trip to the US so that they can see me graduate in flying colors. And I want to get my dream job. And my long-term goal is to dream big, because I believe dream is not something you get when you sleep. It is something that doesn't let you sleep. And I already have my dream in mind. It's just that I need to make sure I have the right attitude and constant perseverance to achieve my dream on a consistent basis. So finally, one small piece of insight that I'd like to share to everyone who's joined recently here is, some of you might be thinking that I'm not really sure if this is the right place for me and things like that. What you do right now may not fetch you immediate results, but you know at some point in time this can reflect either in your professional or career or your personal life. At some point in time, there's always something good that turns out. So stay positive, and always take charge, take control of your life, like the principle says, because you need to have the power to make your own choices, because the more powerful choices you make, the more powerful your choices in turn become. So that is something which I really believe in, that helped me, which I really want it to help a lot of you here. And coming to my most important part, I'd like to express my gratitude to a lot of people who have made a significant impact in my life in the last 2 weeks here. I'd like to start off by, I don't want to say the best for the last, so I'll start with Miguel. He's my leader. I'm not the best person he's trained. I'm not the person who've probably not completely, entirely listened to him all the time. And I'm not a person who has fulfilled all his expectations as a trainee, but then I'm someone he believed in, I'm someone he believes in, and I'm someone he will continue to believe in, and that's why he's my leader. I feel so proud to be working under him, to be learning from him, and to be growing with him. And the hallmark of a leader comes out only when he creates other leaders around him, and I think Miguel is one such person who stands testament to that fact. So hats off, Miguel. And I like to go on talking about Shannon. She's an amazing person. She's always told me that she wants to become a person who's very accountable, and I think if anyone comes and asks me, whether be it your personal life or your professional life or any piece of advice, I think she's a person who you can count on, and I really love her for that. I'd also like to thank Sydney. She's such a positive bubble of joy, and I haven't had much to interact with her, but then every morning she just smiles. She comes with a big smile and she comes and hugs me. I think there's a lot of, it gives me a lot of positive spirit. And I also like to thank Ali and Chrissy for being the two lovely ladies of this house. And I like the morning meetings. It all kind of spunks up a positive energy and it becomes an event by itself. And I'd like to thank Segar, Max and Mike for making this event even more eventful every day. I'd also like to thank Nicolo, Kofi, Nicole, Samantha and everyone who's been with me, Andy. I'm running late, but then I really can't leave without thanking all of them. So thank you so much. I'd like to end this speech by quoting Will Smith, who says, "We all die. Our goal is to not live forever, but our goal is to create something that lives forever."
Yes.
Yeah.